Alexa TV presents in 3, 2, 1. Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
This week on Dateline Schools, we're learning about the new National Technical Honor Society chapter that's just been formed this school year here at the St. Clair County Technical Education Center. And tell us all about it, my special guest is tech counselor and also advisor for the program, Lane Robinson. And Lane, you've been alluding to it a little bit. One of the requirements that the kids must meet is their activities outside of school and fundraising and that. Give us some details of what the kids have accomplished so far this school year.
Yeah, I really couldn't be more proud of our students this year with our very first, what we call a community enrichment project that they took on. They'll be doing several of these throughout their tenure here, but the first one we took on was actually a program that we resurrected from 4 or 5 years ago. We used to run a program here called Coats for Kids, where we would collect money and we would collect coats that we could donate locally. This year we hadn't done that in 4 years, so we resurrected that program this year and we renamed it Tech Kids Care. Kind of the same scenario. Kids in all of our different programs were collecting coats, but also jeans, hats, gloves, mittens, boots, personal care items, and they got a point value assigned to those. So all of the programs were competing with each other on how many points they could score by bringing in these items. It was two-pronged, where we were also collecting spare change, where every program that we had a little bucket in their program where they would drop spare change in there every day, collect it, and would come down to our office. We would collect that, and there was a competition among every program to who could collect the most spare change. I really challenged this group to knock this thing out of the park. I told them about the totals that we had before when we've done this, and I really challenged this group to not just beat the previous marks, but I wanted them to destroy the previous marks, and I cannot believe how well they did in accomplishing that.
And how are you going to donate the coats, and how are you going to distribute those things? All
of the coats and personal care items that came in, we delivered down on a regular basis down to Kids in Distress Services in St. Clair. They graciously agreed to be our benefactor this year for this fundraiser. So we took weekly programs. The program lasted for 6 weeks. So every week we took down about 25 to 30 trash bags full of personal care items and clothes. And then we also collected money throughout the whole campaign, and that is going to be donated to Kids in Distress Services also at the end of since the campaign has just ended.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.